Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, time for our 9:30 Silver Sneakers yoga class. So go ahead and put in a comment so I know that you have joined me, and we'll get started. We're going to do a little bit of seated and a little bit of standing. So find a comfortable chair, shoulders are back, stomach is in, neck is tall. Inhale the arms up, nice and easy, and exhale. And again. Couple more. Last one. Let's roll our shoulders up and back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and how about up and forward? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ear to your shoulder, the other arm can get long, stretching out the neck. And other side, nice and long. Back to center, looking over our shoulder. And back, other side. Back, looking up, looking down, and back to center. I'm going to have you go ahead and pull your scapula towards each other. I'm going to turn around so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm pulling the shoulder blades in towards each other. Can you see that? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hopefully everyone watching did not stand up and turn around like I did. I only did that so you could see what it looked like. Now we are going to have our shoulders back. Arms are down and open. And you should feel a stretch right in here. In fact, if you're not feeling the stretch, go ahead and grab the back of your chair and lean slightly forward. And then back. And we'll add a bigger hip hinge. We're going to reach forward. Obviously don't come out of your chair. So you're reaching for something that's just not quite within your reach. And then you're kind of pushing out and you're sort of pulling back. This would be a row. Let's do 8 of these. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. I'm going to come up and take a peek at any comments here. Gus, looks like Gus is in the house. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Good to see you. Nice and tall. We're going to reach over and the other side. And again, nice and long. Nice and long. And one more. Let's do, this is a favorite of mine. It's 4 exercises. The chicken looks like this. The goalpost looks like this. The peekaboo looks like this. And the overhead press looks like that. I'm going to read a couple more comments while you practice that on your own. Go ahead, everyone, practice. Adam just joined. My sister joined. Victor and Mish are in the house. Okay, everybody get enough practice. We're going to put all those 4 together. Looks like this. We're going to do 8 of these, and that will be plenty. Believe me, trust me. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. If you're looking for something a tiny bit more challenging, you could do that with weights as well. We're going to do weights, stretch band, and the ball later in the class. Let's warm up hips, out to the side, back, crossover, and back. Let's do 8 of those. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, 8. And if you notice, I'm tapping the same leg, opposite leg, same leg. As I cross over, I switch the leg that I'm tapping. You don't have to do that, but it makes your brain work a little bit. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, last 1. Nice and tall. Let's do hands are intertwined. We're going to push forward and back, push, pull. Let's add a heel tap to that. Push, pull, push, pull. Everything, almost everything you can think of as a push, pull. So throughout the class, try to figure out where the push part is coming and where the pull part is coming. How about 3 more? 2. 1 more. Rest, nice and tall. Let's do a little bit of coming out of our chair and then back to the chair. If you need to hold on to the chair, or if you need to do this to get up, fine. If it bothers you, you need to skip it. We're going to do 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for the 5th one, we're coming out of our chair and we're going to do some standing things. Make sure you have a water bottle. Drink early and often. So for the standing things, you're going to be behind your chair. That way, if you need it for balance, it's there. Sometimes I might come in front of the chair just so you can see the exercise that I'm doing. Right? Anybody else coming in there? Okay. Back to the chair. We are going out and back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And you can notice that I'm holding onto the chair with the other hand. That's just to kind of make sure that my form is really good and I'm just working the leg that I'm trying to work. 8. Plus it helps with the balance. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The leg went out to the side. Now the leg can go forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg. 8. Can you tell where the push-pull part is? I'll give you a hint. Push, pull, push, pull. 3 more, 2 more, last one. I'm going to turn sideways, but you don't turn sideways. We are going straight out with the leg, but a nice tall back. So it's working the glute. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little hip opener. Looks like this. Up, out, back, and down. 8. Same leg. That's going to build strength in the standing leg. Also challenge balance a little bit, but you're still holding on to the chair. What number are we on? Anybody? 3, 2, 1. Other leg. You can switch sides. I'll keep the same side so I'm not out of your frame. 8. But then you can see what happens. Then the chair gets in the way of the leg. Mike, why don't you just move your chair? How's that? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Calf raises. That is simply up on your toes and down. Let's do how many? Let's do 12 of these. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do up on the heels, and we're going to do these one at a time, otherwise it's a little tricky. And I'm going to add the arms. I'm in front of my chair, but you should be behind your chair. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How about some squats? I'm going to turn sideways. You don't turn sideways. Ideally, your feet are around hip width apart. They can be turned out a little bit. We have a little bit of a hip hinge and a knee bend at the same time. You can be holding onto your chair. You don't need to go super low. If you can go lower, that's obviously a choice you can make. You do not need to go super low. Couple more. Last one. Let's do lunges. Lunges are our first cousins to the squat. I don't know if that's true, but it sounds good. 1 foot back, 1 foot forward. You are on the toe of the back foot, and then you simply bend both knees. Again, you do not need to go down very low. If you can go down low, you'll get a little bit more bang for your buck, but you don't need to go low. 8, 7, 4, 3, and 2. Oh, that's enough of that. Switch sides, switch legs. Oh. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. What else can we do with the legs? How about bending the knee and the leg goes back towards your own glute? You can add a little marching to that. Just be behind your chair. If you need to hold on to the chair with one hand for balance, just do one arm marching. How about 4 more of these? 3, 2, and 1, and rest. I'm going to just take a quick peek here. Mary Beth, welcome aboard. And Yossi said he would join me, and he has. Okay, let's do a little bit of hip rotation. And then we're going to do some movement. So hip rotation. And other direction. And I think by now we're about as warmed up as we're going to get. So we're going to start a little bit of movement. And we have several different things we can do. Let's just start with the easy march. Keep going. On all of this, think of the workout as a scale from 1 to 3. 1 is super easy, and 3 is pretty hard, where you are either out of breath, losing your balance, or just too tired. So don't be a 3 ever. A 1 while we're warming up, and hopefully a 2 comfortably in the middle for the rest. Should we go, let's go side to side. Side to side, and you're going to feel almost like you have to add your arms. So you can do whatever you want. Let's do a little of this. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to get behind the chair so you can see me a little bit. Side to side. If you're bored doing this with your arms, how about a little of this? And reverse directions. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. How about punch? Okay, there's a push-pull in here. Who can figure out the push-pull? And here's what our feet are doing. We're kind of going into what we call triple extension, where our hips, knee, and ankle are all extended. Push, pull, push, pull. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Let's go laterally. We're just going to go out to the side. Oops, I just went out of the camera. Sorry. Reaching. This is all about, it's a little cardio. In fact, it's a fair amount of cardio, but it's also about range of motion. Getting as long as you can. Long, long, long. 4 more. 3 more. 2. And 1. Rest. How about a little jump rope? Just like your jumping rope, but we're jumping rope 1 foot at a time. Usually I will never have us off the ground with both feet at the same time. So 1 foot at a time. I can do this, right? And if you have a jump rope at home and you want to jump rope with it, go ahead. And now, backwards jump roping simply means that we're flipping. We're just going backwards with the shoulders. We're still up on the toes. Take a quick peek here. You guys keep jumping. Cassie is in the house. Linda, happy birthday, Linda. Happy birthday. All the way from Mexico. One more little bit of marching. We're gonna, let me move my chair. You keep marching. Side, side. Side, side. Narrow, or wide, wide, narrow, narrow, wide, wide, narrow, narrow, wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. And you kind of got that idea, right? How about 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Let's have a seat. Go ahead and drink some water. If you need to catch your breath a little bit, this would be a great time. If you want to type in a comment. So since Linda was good enough to join us all the way from Mexico, and it is her birthday, here's a happy birthday song. Sing along. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Linda. Happy birthday to you. Okay, that is our mini concert. Go ahead and pick up your weights. If you don't have weights, grab a water bottle, preferably 2 water bottles, and a water bottle will work just fine, or a can of soup, or anything you have lying around. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rotate your hands a quarter turn. It's still a bicep curl, just a little bit different way of doing it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if Gary and Cheryl are watching, I call this the Gary. He just likes, it's a reverse bicep curl. You just turn your arm another quarter turn. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. Who wants to do a couple hard arm ones? I have 3 that I consider the toughest. Lateral raises. 8. You can do these one at a time too. That will give the other arm a chance to rest. If you have an affected shoulder, just do one arm. If you want to do it but the weights are too heavy, do it without weights. Who's counting? Anybody? 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall, shoulders back. The second challenging one is the fly. So we have a slight bend to our elbow, and we're just pulling the weights in and out. In and out. Who can tell when the push-pull is happening? Push, pull, push, pull. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Nice and tall. And the third, the big 3 I call them, the overhead press. If this bothers your shoulder, you can go forward. You can do it without weights. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh my gosh, I'm ready to stop. Rest. Let's talk for just a second about weights. Ideal weight for this class is anywhere from 1 pound to 4. Don't do this with your 7 and 10 pound weights. I'm doing a 3 pound and it's plenty. So 3s or 4s or 2s or 1s. Let's do, remember what we did standing? Engage your core muscles, pull your stomach in. Five more. 4 more. 3 more, 2 more, and that is enough of those. Put the weights together and circle like you're stirring a pot of something. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. This is it started out just being kind of fun that I could bang the weights on something. But it's a good chest opener, opening up and rounding. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. The Pallof press, I never want to skip that one. The weights are together or they can be on top of each other. And you're doing a little hip hinge, pushing it out, pulling it back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's give our arms a break. Put the weights on a leg. Lift the leg up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. What else should we do with the weights? Anything? Let's pour a little cream and sugar. Oil and vinegar. That space where I'm not talking, that is for you to fill in the blanks with whatever 2 words go together. In my class, there's a lot of gin and tonic and rum and Coke and things like that. I'm tired of doing this, so let's put the weights down, grab some water. If you take a class, you should almost drink a bottle this size during the class. Nice and tall. I'm running a tiny bit ahead of schedule, or I'm not quite late yet. You stay seated. Oh, everybody come up. Come on out of your chair. We're going to do a mini thing on posture. Luann, hello. Long time no see. Luann and I used to work together for Fairview Hospital. It's a long time ago. So balance. I'm going to turn sideways. Here's how some of us go through life. Our hips are back, and then that pulls our shoulders forward, and then our head is slumped. We don't have flexible ankles, and then we kind of shuffle. And that's a tough way to get through things. So work on posture. Here's a great example. Think that you're wading into Lake Superior. And as you get deeper, that water is so icy cold, you try to pull everything away from the icy cold water, and watch what happens. The hips come forward, shoulders come back, stomach goes in and up, neck gets tall, and then here is our posture. Let's do a couple standing things, and then we'll sit down and resume our equipment. As you come down, do a little hip hinge. Nice. 3 more. You're inhaling on the way up, exhaling on the way down. Last one. Get as long and tall as you can and have a seat. Grab a ball. If you don't have a ball, for some of the things, a pillow will work. For example, if we're squeezing, you can get a pillow, fold it in half. It's not ideal, but it will work the muscles. So when we're doing this, it's working the chest muscle. So here's what it looks like with the ball. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That worked the chest muscle. Here's another one that works the chest muscle. You're going to crush the ball. Try to keep your wrist fairly straight and just push against the ball. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bicep curl to overhead press. Push, pull. Push, pull. Push it up, pull it down. 5 more. If you think push, pull, I know I say it about 8 times, but I feel like I get a little more out of the exercise if I think about actually pushing the ball up and actually pulling it down. 3 more. Push, pull. Couple more. Last one. Nice and tall. Let's work a little bit on rotation. We are following the ball with our eyes. Our torso is rotating and our cervical is rotating as well. Bring it back. Other side. I apologize if my arms now are getting so long after taking this class that they are going right out of camera range. I have a very small living room, and that's where I'm filming this, so I would need to be back another 5 feet for you to see everything. We're going to crush the ball now between our legs above the knee joint. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. We can roll with the ball as well. Hip hinge, pull it back. 8 of these. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. You can scoot forward in your chair a tiny bit and go behind your back with the ball. If that bothers the shoulder too much, just go in that direction as far as you comfortably can. Here we go. 8. Can you feel how that sort of opens up your chest when you do that? And that's what we want. We want to get away from our computers and open up our chest. 3 more. Other direction. I said 3 more and then I switched direction. Not sure why I did that. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. Oh, let's play the opposite game. This will work your mind a little bit. So it's opposite arm and opposite leg. 8. And try to get as long as you can and as straight as you can. I'm stiff and tight from about 40 years of running, so a lot of you will have more range of motion than I do. So get as long as you can. Be sure to pull your stomach in to protect the lower back. Now same side. Instead of opposite, it's the same. Opposite. Same. Opposite. Anybody find that confusing? When I first started doing this, I was struggling. Same side. Same. And you do not need to go at this pace too. If you want to like practice and slow it down a little bit, you're welcome to. Go at your own pace. And that's enough of that. This is always fun. Just toss and clap. If you can clap twice, If the ball doesn't go straight, if the ball goes out to the side, don't make a spectacular move to try to catch it and fall out of your chair. That wouldn't be great. We are just trying to have a little hand-eye coordination. And you notice I can't even talk when I'm doing that, so I'll just 4 claps. 1 more. Rest. Let's put the ball down. If you need a sip of water or need to take a break. Our last piece of equipment is our stretch band. Again, if you don't have a stretch band, you could use something else. If you have something like this, if you have even a wooden dowel or a broom handle, you can do some of the things. But for now, I'll show it as if we all had stretch bands, and you can also do it without equipment. Okay, hands through the handles. Reaching up. As we pull down, we pull the band apart. And that is going to be working chest and shoulders. So some of you, probably not that many, but some might wonder if there's where the push-pull is on this. And the pull is here. There's no push. The energy of the band, we are resisting the band pulling in on itself. So we're getting, it's kinetic versus static energy, I think. Any physics majors out there? Let's do this one. So here, this might explain it better. I'm pulling out and I'm resisting the band on the way back. So I'm not just letting the band pull my arm. 8, 7, 6, 5. All of the 3 pieces of equipment work you in a little bit different way. That's why we have them. 3, 2, 1. Other direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. Let's do a little hip hinge forward, pulling it back. 8. This should be very familiar. We've already done it with the row. This is going to work shoulders a little bit more because of the hand position. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and tall. You can flip your hands over and have the band about this far apart and just out to the side a little bit. Not very far. This is going to work rotator, your rotator cuff muscles. A little of this goes a long way. 3, 2, 1. We didn't have time for anything behind the back, I don't think, but we're going to do it today. So you're going to put the band around behind your back and under the armpits. So you're under the arms, you're holding onto the band like this, and then that opens up a few different ideas, like our punching sideways. So now there's a push, but there's no pull. You're just pushing and resisting the band coming back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Let's do this. One arm on top, then the other. 8. Again, this is rotator cuff. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the band around. Put the band under your feet. Cross the handles so it looks like this. And out to the side and back, out to the side and back, working the abductor, adductor muscles. So there's the push and there's no pull, you're resisting the band. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and how about rowing? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hook the foot like this, and we're going to go side to side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg. 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep going on your own. Keep going on your own. Sylvia, Leah, how are you doing? Good to see you. And Mary from my high school. I saw Mary at our class reunion. And stop doing that. Let's grab the ball again. One more little stretch. We're going to put the ball behind our lower back. If you don't have the ball, again, use the pillow. Nice and tall. Shoulders are back. Tall neck. Arms can be down. Actually, I like my arms here for this, and then I kind of control the ball on the back. So lower back. We'll see if we can get some more Rochester Lourdes class of 69 folks in here to do silver sneakers. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9:30. Put the ball a little bit higher. And now let's see, if you don't have a chair with a tall back, this will be a little hard. But see if you can get the ball right between the shoulder blades. You can open up the arms to get the ball in deep into the scapula. And your nice morning stretch. Oh. Oh, let's put the ball down. How are we doing? Oh, we got a couple minutes left. Nice and tall. Get into our best posture ever. Shoulders are back. Inhale the arms up. Exhale. Couple more. One more. Thanks so much for coming. I'm going to read a quote that sort of helps me get through these days. I'm, like most of us probably, we are in the house more often than we would like to be, and this works for me. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. So let's get out and do a little dancing today. I will see everybody on Monday. Thank you so much for coming.